The horses are on the track now and parading postward for this evening's first race. Fillies and mares. Conditioned pacers racing 1 mile, a purse of $2,000. Number 1 is Linda Linnell, owned by Charles Blankenship of Asheville. Joe Essig Jr. drives. Number 2, Joanne Sarah, owned by Wayne Berkey of Pickerington with Jim Daly. 3 is Good Going Lady, owned by Dale Horney of Washington Courthouse for Jeff Smith. 4 is Katarina Wick, owned by Mark Klotz and David Baszler of Ohio. Mark Klotz aboard. 5 is Amy Ann, over the Alvest Incorporated, the Ace and Paceum Stables, and Virgil Morgan for Melby Ober Jr. Number 6, ML's Impeccable. Martin Yoder, the owner. Brad Hanners drives. 7 is Noble Affair, owned by Louis Memphrey and Tony Gulani of Ohio. Kelly Shepard. 8 is Sister Rhodey, owned by Samuels and Sinai of Ohio. Chip Noble in the bike. Number 9 is Tucson Goldie, owned by Edwin Lean of Kettering. Sam Cohen of the bike. And the 10, Katie Smith, owned by the Hull Investment Company of Logan. David Myers in the sulky. Win, play, show, perfect the trifecta, and a daily double wagering. First race condition pacers lining up behind the gate. Gate swings into the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. The 5, Amy Ann, is first to leave alongside Katarina Wick, will quickly take command. Off the rail comes Linda Linnell, and off stride early is Amy Ann as they move into the first turn. Early third, Good Going Lady on the inside, pacing fourth, Joanna's Sarah. Moving through nicely 5, that's Katie Smith. Parked to the outside is 6th, Sister Rhodey. Along the rail, 7th comes Emil's Impeccable on the inside, and racing 8th, Noble Affair. Then that's a gap of 3 lengths. 9th to Tucson Goldie. Now the early trailer 10th is Amy Ann. They're at that first quarter, 28 4/5, and Katarina Wick looking things over here, leads the way by a length. Sister Rhodey continues on the outside. She'll quickly take the lead, and Sister Rhodey marching right to the front now. Katarina Wick looking for that cover, yielding second. And Good Going Lady now gets to the outside, and here she comes first up third. Linda Linnell on the inside remains fourth. Katie Ann joining the cover to the outside is racing 5 as they reach the half in 58 4/5. Moving off that turn and down the backside, it's Sister Rhodey now on front. She leads by a length. Good Going Lady on the outside is pressuring 2. Katarina Wick along the rail is pacing a third. That's Katie Smith on the outside, drafting along with cover 4th. Locked in tight 5 to Linda Linnell. Outside racing 6th comes Noble Affair, and 3 wide Amy Ann now making her bid for the lead as they near the 3/4. Fillies and mares are tightly bunched as they reach that 3/4 mile marker, with Sister Rhodey leading the way 3/4 in 1:29. Outside and now pressuring it too comes Katie Smith. Along the rail, it's Katarina Wick as she begins to look for racing room, and Linda Linnell moving into striking position with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. It's Sister Rhodey with the lead. Katie Smith is coming to her. Katarina Wick down low and far outside. Linda Linnell, 4 fillies across the track. Linda Linnell gets up to win it in 1:58 3. Trackside, the official winner of this evening's first off the rail tonight, it's Linda Linnell, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Noble and Sam from Noble Delightful, owned by Charles Blankenship of Asheville, Ohio. Leonard Epplin, the trainer. Joe Essig Jr. in the sulky. Her second season start, her first season's victory. She earns a new lifetime mark this evening of 1:58 3/5. First race trophy presented by T.S. Trim. Here's the field now. Race number 2. Number 1 is Speckled Pincer, owned by Mike Granny and Mike Granny of Ohio. Billy Walters drives. 2 is Maggie J, owned by Ron Collier for Ryan Holton. 3 is Ohio Zone, owned by Leonard Steeman with Del Miller aboard. 4 is Illegally Parked, owned by Dan Russo and Robert Parker for Dave Miller. 5, Noble Speaker, owned by Robert Kaufman. Jeff found aboard. Number 6, Junella's Lady, over Marjorie and Earl Gibbs of Jamestown for Chip Noble. 7, Daffodilly, owned by Wallace Moles, Hughes, and Dempsey make the driver Kelly Shepard. Shepard drives at the 7. 8 is Scratch, the 9-horse You Are Listening, owned by Chris and Cheryl McGuire. Franklin Mike Wilder in the sulky. This is the first division, the second leg for the Noble and Sam Pacing Series. Ohio sired fillies and mares, 3 and 4-year-olds, racing 1 mile, a purse of $2,500. First division, Ohio sired fillies and mares are running behind the gate. The gate swings into the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. The 2, Maggie Jane, is first to lead, but there goes Illegally Parked now to take command. From the outside of 3rd, it's Noble Speaker, and from between horses, 4th, Ohio Zone. Off the rail 5 came Speckled Pincer. It's a gap of 4 lengths. 6th on the inside to Junella's Lady. 3 lengths, 7th to Daffodilly. The early trail of 8th, You Are Listening. Feeling straight alignment now as they reach the first quarter-mile marker, and Noble Speaker has made it to the front, but not for long. Here comes Illegally Parked right back to the outside to reclaim the lead. Opening paddle in 28 and 4, and Illegally Parked now puts to the front end. She takes the lead, leads by 2. Inside, yielding a second to Noble Speaker. Maggie Jane follows 3rd, and moving first up 4th comes Ohio Zone. Back 5 to Speckled Pincer. Joining the cover flow, 6th, it's Junella's Lady, and she's followed by Daffodilly. You Are Listening is saving ground now along the rail 8th. Moving towards the half, and it's the 4 Illegally Parked on the front by a length, but here comes the 3 Ohio Zone to the leader's wheel, pressuring 2, half and 101. Rounding the turn, and down the backside they go, and on the front end it's Illegally Parked leading by 3 parts of a length. Ohio Zone is there pressuring a second. Then comes the top choice, Noble Speaker on the inside. She's locked in a 3rd. Junella's Lady in the passing lane is drafting along 4th. Outside 5 comes Daffodilly. Locked in, shuffle back 6th to Maggie Jane. Nearing the 3/4-mile marker, 4 pairs of 2 with Illegally Parked leading by a half a length, 3/4 and 131. Ohio Zone is still there, pressuring a second. Junella's Lady set to strike 3 wide, and on the inside, Noble Speaker waiting for the super stretch. Here comes Daffodilly now to the outside with less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Illegally Parked continues the lead. Noble Speaker down to the inside. Ohio Zone is on the outside 3rd. Mid-stretch, Illegally Parked is sprinting clear. They won't catch her tonight. Illegally Parked by 3. 1:59. Trackside, the official winner, first division, second leg of the Noble and Sam Pacing Series. The 4 Illegally Parked. She is sired by Noble and Sam from Fanahan over by Warm Breeze. Owned by Dan Rusev of Ohio and Robert Parker, Texas. Mike Epler, the trainer, David Miller in the sulky. Illegally Parked remains undefeated in her young sophomore career. She's 2 of 2 now. Pacing tonight, smiling 159 flats. Noble and Sam, the hottest sire of late here in the state of Ohio, currently standing at Midland Acres. Complete order finish. Number 1, Speckled Pincer 6. Number 2, Maggie Jane 4. Number 3, Ohio Zone 3. Number 4, Illegally Parked, the winner. 5, Noble Speaker 2. Introducing the horses now. Race number 3, the second division in the Noble and Sam Pacing Series. Racing 1 mile, purse of $2,500. A field of 10. Number 1, Tucson's Fair Lady, owned by Terry Eder and Carvel Simmons of Ohio. Ryan Holton drives. 2 is Roma Rich, owned by James Luty of Tip City. Make the driver Mike Wilder. Wilder drives at the 2. 3, I'm Hers, owned by Jenna Stryker of Port William. Make the driver Sam Noble the 3rd. Chip Noble on the 3. 4, KL Special Baker, owned by John Kerner and Bill Dermott of Athens for Charlie Schoonover. Number 5, Winsome MS, owned by Marlon and Laurie Smith. Make the driver Jeff Fout. Fout drives the 5. Number 6, Swing Me High, owned by Ralph Brumbaugh and Mike Baker with Greg Brumbaugh driving. 7 is Gin Gin, owned by Raymond Cleveland and Rempert Reed of Ohio, Jim Dalia. Number 8, Jazzy Jackie Ann, owned by Mark Klotz and Jeanette Dower with Mark Klotz driving. Number 9, Right One Baby, owned by Robert Schoonover of Galloway, Steve Boroff in the bye. And number 10, Miss Cash, owned by Larry Braley of Orient and Dean Gillespie of London. Dean Gillespie in the sulky. Win, play, show, perfecta, trifecta, and pick 3 wagering. Post time in 9 minutes. Second division fillies and mares lining up behind the gate. They're on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Jazzy, Jackie Ann, far outside, sprinting for the lead. Jin Jin alongside came with her second. KL Special Baker towards the inside is third. Early fourth comes Swing Me High between horses. Fifth, Winsome MS. Tucson's Fair Lady came off the rails. Sixth. Moving through nicely, seventh, Miss Cash. A gap of 3 lengths. Eighth on the inside, Roma Rich. 2 lengths, ninth. It's I'm Hers, the early trailer. Right One Baby. Nearing the first quarter mile marker, Jin Jin leads the charge. Opening panel in 28 3/5. On the outside to take the lead, Winsome MS. And Winsome MS has taken command now. Jin Jin to the inside, gapping slightly second. Jazzy Jackie Ann follows a tight third. Swing Me High is parked to the outside. She's fourth and uncovered. Then it's 2 lengths, 5 on the rail to KL Special Baker. Along the rail, 6th Tucson's Fair Lady, followed by Miss Cash. Here comes Right One Baby now off the back end as she makes her bid. Nearing the halfway point, it's Winsome MS on the front end, the half in 59 1. Swing Me High, she's been parked the entire mile. Jin Jin along the rail is locked in tight third. And there goes KL Special Baker as she gets underway 3 wide on the outside. Jazzy Jackie Ann is buried along the rail fifth. And moving quickly 3 wide comes Tucson's Fair Lady as the field begins to shuffle now. KL Special Baker charging to the front. She'll take the lead and Winsome MS is off stride into the safety lane. At the 3/4 mile marker, KL Special Baker now on the front end, 3/4, 129. Jin Jin along the rail, finding daylight, will move momentarily second. Slipping up the rail, Jazzy Jackie Ann on the outside, Tucson's Fair Lady and Right One Baby into striking distance with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. It's the 4 KL Special Baker with the lead. Jin Jin down to the inside. Here comes Jazzy Jackie Ann outside, deep stretch. KL's Special Baker in front. 158 3/5. Trackside now, the official winner, second division for the Novoland Sam Pacing Series from Post 4, KL's Special Baker, a 3-year-old daughter of Bakerfield from KL Special, owned by John Kroner and Bill Lerman of Athens, Ohio. Charlie Schoonover, the trainer and driver. Her first lifetime win, KL Special Baker, takes a mark of 158 3/5. Introducing the horses, race number 4, this evening's 4th race. Fillies and mares in the second leg of the Central Park West Pacing Series. A field of 7 going postward this evening. Number 1, Branded Wild Thing, owned by John and Luann Ryan of Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Dave Pallone drives. Number 2 is Sister to the Queen, laced by Peggy Jean Donahue of Columbus, Del Millera. Number 3, Goodnight Sweetheart, owned by Herman Lloyd and Lauren Stoltz of Ohio with Jim Daly. 4, Sunny Sally, owned by Ira Kreitzer of West Alexandria, handled by Dave Miller. 5 is Justin Lynn, owned by Iris Harwitz of Brooklyn, New York. Debbie Rucker aboard. Number 6, Emma Cadet, owned by Dale Liu of Archibald. Jeff Fowd in the bike. Number 7, T.H. Tiffy, owned by Steve Brennan and Floyd Miller of Ohio. Steve Brennan in the sulky. Win, play, show, perfecta, and pick 3 wagering. 9 minutes to post time. Fourth race, Pacing fillies and mares are on and behind the gate. They swing to the back stretch. There they go. And they're off. Sunny Sally slips away for the lead. Off the rail comes Branded Wild Thing. Between horses third, it's Sister to the Queen. Outside, grabbing hold quickly fourth. It's Goodnight Sweetheart. Dropping into 5, Justin Lynn. Angling down, 6th comes Emma Cadet. T.H. Tiffy takes the early back seat, 7th. Midway to the first turn, Miller has the 4, Sunny Sally on the front by a length. Along with Branded Wild Thing on the inside. Garden Spot Trip is second. Sister to the Queen follows a tight third. They're at the first quarter, 29-1. They're in straight formation as they come to the stretch, but here comes Branded Wild Thing now, rushing quickly to take the lead, and Branded Wild Thing sprinting to the front. Sunny Sally yielding for the heavily favored Branded Wild Thing. On the inside to third comes Sister to the Queen. Out of the outside fourth comes Goodnight Sweetheart. Justin Lynn flushing that cover as second over 5th. To the outside 6th comes Emma Cadet. T.H. Tiffy saving ground 7th. They reach the half. 1 minute flat. Branded Wild Thing. A comfortable pace here. Leads by a length. Sister to the Queen is off stride now as they straighten out down the backstretch. Goodnight Sweetheart moving first up on the outside will pressure the leader second. Sunny Sally in the pocket is third. And Justin Lynn is drafting with cover. She's 4th. Emma Cadet is racing 5. Then comes T.H. Tiffy and far back Sister to the Queen nearing the 3/4, and Branded Wild Thing being pushed along by Goodnight Sweetheart. They reach the 3/4 mile marker, 1:29 2/5. It's Branded Wild Thing by a half a length. Goodnight Sweetheart is stalking a second. Sunny Sally waiting for racing room. Justin on the outside is 4th. With less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Branded Wild Thing with the lead. To the inside, here comes Sunny Sally. Goodnight Sweetheart on the outside, and Goodnight Sweetheart is surging to take the lead. Mid-stretch, Goodnight Sweetheart gets up to win it by a head in 1:58-2. Second leg of the Central Park West Pacing Series, number 3, Goodnight Sweetheart. 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Tucson, Hanover from Goodnight Glory. By Herman Lloyd and Lauren Stoltz of Ohio. Lauren Stoltz, the trainer, nicely driven tonight by Jim Daly. Second season's victory. A new lifetime mark for the 4-year-old mare, 1:58-2. Fourth race is now official. $3-1 Perfecta pays $15.80, $15.80. Tonight's pick 3 combination 4-4-3, $81.40. Selecting 3 of 3, $81.40. Fillies and Mares racing 1 mile, purse of $2,500. The one, She's Got the Look. All by Jim Cancer of Columbus, Bob Arnett drives. Number 2, Go For It Bluegrass, sold by Dr. Overstreet of Henderson, Kentucky, Greg Haston up. 3 is Fancy Fitch, sold by Sherman Richiuta of Middletown. Chris Justice aboard. Number 4 is Through the Board, owned by Curtis. And Gene Massey of Sycamore for Dan Burks. 5 is Terry Z, owned by David Addy of Norwich. Jeff found aboard. Number 6, Some, Ira Kreitzer, the owner, Dave Miller up. 7, Twilight Control, owned by Thomas Up the Grove Sr. of Washington Courthouse, handled by Keith Haynes. Number 8, Little Eagle Time, owned by Charles Little of Sunbury. Charles Little driving. Number 9, San Shirley Way, owned by Chuck Groves of Grove City. Brad Handler is in the bike. And the 10, Nylon Melody, owned by Norflus, Summers, and Cutrone. Kelly Shepard in the sulky. One-play show, Perfecta Twin Trifecta wagering. 5th race, pacing Fillies and Mares lining up behind the gate. They swing to the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Terry Z fires quickly for the lead, but Fancy Fitch 1 step quicker will take command. She's Got the Look. Him off the rail is 3rd. Dropping in quickly 4th. Go For It Bluegrass. From the outside of 5 came Little Eagle Time. It's a gap of 4 lengths. 6th to Sue the Board. On the rail 7th, Nylon Melody on the inside and racing 8th. That's Some. 9th along the rail. Twilight Control, the trailer 10th is San Shirley Way. At the first quarter mile marker, 28 seconds. And on the front, Terry Z in control by a length. She's Got the Look is moving to the outside with a quick rush. And She's Got the Look right to the front will take command. Little Eagle Time had cover momentarily. She's now first up. She's pressuring second. Terry Z back third along the rail. Fourth is Fancy Fitch. Go for it, Bluegrass, now back 5. Saving ground 6th through the board, and here comes Nyland Melody as she gets underway 7th. To the inside 8th, it's Some. They reach the half, 57-4, and she's got the look. On the front end with the lead by a length and a half, 2. Terry Z is second. Little Eagle Time, parked throughout, is first up, racing a third. Go for it, Bluegrass, drafting with that covered 4th. Now to the outside, 3 wide. Here comes Twilight Control as the field begins to tighten. Down the backside they go. She's got the look, leading by 3 parts of a length. Little Eagle Time is coming alive second. Twilight Control, 3 wide of the outside. Terry Z is buried along the rail 4th. 3/4, 128-1. Midway to the final turn, she's got the look. The lead by a length. Outside racing a second. Little Eagle Time and Terry Z along the rail with less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. She's got the look with the lead. To the inside, it's Terry Z. Little Eagle Time. Down to the inside. Here comes Fancy Fitch in deep stretch. Terry Z surging. She'll take the lead, and Terry Z gets up to win it in 158-2. Trackside now, the winner of the 5th, number 5, Terry Z, a 6-year-old daughter of Markham's Pride from Hackers Scioto. Been trained by Dave Addy of Norwich, Ohio. Jeff out in the sulky. Second season's victory for Terry Z. Narrowly missing her career mark this evening. She paced the model 158-2. Tonight's 5th race trophy presentation by the Grove City Chamber of Commerce.
But I think if she gets the lead.
Horses are leaving the paddock area for this evening's 6th race. Condition pacing fillies and mares racing 1 mile, a purse of $3,000. Field of 9, no changes. From off the rail tonight is Kelly Tuck Kim. Owned by Tom Up the Grove Sr. of Washington Courthouse. Keith Haynes drives. Number 2, Look Annie, owned by Mark Parker of Chillicothe with Ralph Lunsford. Number 3, Sharp Stiff, owned by Deborah Petty of Dayton at Chip Noble drives. Number 4, Cali You Are Special, owned by Dana Taylor of Washington Courthouse. Brad Hanners aboard. 5 is Cindy Marie Tupp, owned by Thomas Hooser of Oshawa, Ontario. Jim Daly driving. 6 is Maggie Cochran, owned by Johnson Hill Jr. of Centerville. Randy Tharps with the lines. 7 is Brianna Bratt, owned by Robert Bryan of New Holland for Dave Miller. Number 8, Waiting for You, owned by the Hall Investment Company of Logan. Dave Myers in the bike. Number 9, Summer Breezy, owned by John Zerfus of Wilmington. Mark Winters in the sulky. One-place show, perfected trifecta wagering. Post time in 10 minutes. 6th race, pacing fillies and mares lining up behind the gate. Gate swings into the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Cindy Marie Tupp sprinting quickly for the lead alongside Kelly You Are Special. From off the rail 3 comes Kelly Tuck Kim. Dropping to the inside of 4th, Look Annie. Angling in 5 comes Sharp Stiff from the outside of 6th. Brianna Brandt looking for a seat on the inside, racing a 7th. It's Maggie Cochran along the rail 8th. Waiting for You, Summer Breezy, the early trailer 9th. Nearing the first quarter mile marker, Kelly You Are Special. Since the early pace, she leads by 2. First quarter, 28-1. Inside racing a 2nd. That's Cindy Marie Tupp along the rail 3. Kelly Tuck Kim racing a 4th. Look Annie along the rail 5. Sharp Stiff inside 6th to Maggie Cochran. Brianna Brad is caught uncovered to the outside. She'll flush cover now as they race into the clubhouse turn. Back 8th, it's Waiting for You, Summer Breezy on the back end 9th. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Kelly You Are Special by a length and a half, 2. Cindy Marie Tupp on the inside is racing a 2nd. Along the rail 3, Kelly Tuck Kim, they're at the half, 58-1. Up on the outside, now first up 4th, here comes Look Annie. Maggie Cochran locked in, pacing a 5. Second over 6th. That's Sharp Stiff off the turn and down the backside they go. Kelly You Are Special and controlled by 2. Cindy Marie Tupp chasing 2nd, and now she'll tip to the outside and gets to the leader's wheel. Nearing the 3/4 mile marker, and Cindy Marie Tupp is moving right by. She'll take command. at the 3/4 mile marker. 1:26 and 4, and Cindy Marie Tupp now on the front end. She'll take the lead. Kelly, you're our special, back second. Look, Annie on the outside is third, and Kelly Tuck Kim down low is fourth. Turning for home with less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. It's Cindy Marie Tupp by 3 lengths. Inside a second to Kelly, you're a special, sharp, stiff, far outside. Here comes waiting for you. They're coming to the leader. It's Cindy Marie Tupp. She hangs on at the wire in 1:56 and 3. Tight for place and show. Trackside, the official winner of the 6th, number 5, Cindy Marie Tupp, a 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Novoland Sam from Tippy Tupp, owned by Tom Hooser of Oshawa, Ontario. Jim Daly, the trainer and driver. First season's victory gives her a new lifetime mark this evening, 1:56 and 3/5. And for driver Jim Daly, 2 wins tonight, giving him a driving double. Horses are parading postward now for race number 7, the second half of the twin trifecta, claiming series fillies and mares, pacing 1 mile, a purse of $3,500. There are 3 drivers' changes in this field of 10. Number 1 is Standing B, owned by Alex Spence Jr. of Grove City. Make the driver Eric Ledford. Ledford drives the 1. 2 is Hillary, owned by Teresa Reams of Dayton at Chip Nobola. 3 is Ann McFanny, owned by Louis Memphrey of Gahanna. Billy Walters up. 4, Bonaparte, owned by Miller, Noble, Darrow, and Donovan of Ohio. Dave Miller drives. Number 5, Tammy Eltop, owned by Tamara Hubler of Pataskala. Make the driver Brad Hanners. Hanners drives the 5. 6 is Jimmet, owned by Kermit Schultz of Wapakoneta. Make the driver Darren Mauser. Mauser on the 6. Number 7, Katie Be Good, owned by Virgil Morgan of Grove City with Brent Holland. Number 8, Go Mary Joe, owned by Wesley Hilton of Hebrew Heights with Mike Wilder. Number 9 is Creole, owned by Carl and Raymond Coquilone and Louis Aceto of Pennsylvania. Dave Pallone in the by. Number 10, Come On In, a Banana, owned by Robert Lunsford of West Alexandria. Ralph Lunsford in the sulky. 7th race, pacing fillies and mares, lining up behind the gate. They're on the backside. There they go. And they're off. First off the rail, it's Standing B. Alongside a second comes Hillary. From the outside, Katie Be Good. Further outside, it's Creole. Sliding through nicely, 5, Come On In, a Banana. Angling into 6th now, Ann McFanny. It's a gap of 3 lengths. 7th to Bonaparte. To the inside, 8th comes Tammy Eltop. 4 lengths. 9th to Jimmet, the early trailer. 10th, Go Mary Joe. Approaching the first quarter-mile marker, and Creole has circled the entire field to take the lead as they reach that first stop in 28 seconds. And Creole now in the front. Inside a second, it's Standing B. Along the rail, 3rd, it's Hillary. Racing 4th, Katie Be Good. First up 5, here comes Come On In, a Banana. And Bonaparte flashing that cover. She's second over, gapping 6th. And McFanny is back 7th. Gapping the cover flow, 8th comes Tammy Eltop. Saving ground 9th, it's Jimmet. To the outside 10th, it's Go Mary Joe. 5 on the inside. 4 moving as they reach the half, and 58 and 1. Off the turn and down the backside they go. Creole, a comfortable 2-length advantage. Standing B on the inside is second. Come On In, a Banana. To the outside, first up is Uncovered 3rd. Bonaparte with that cover is 4th. Hillary on the inside, gapping badly. 5 on the outside, pacing as 6th comes Tammy Eltop. Down the backside they go, nearing the 3/4 mile marker. Creole looking to wire the field, leads by a length and a half. Inside a second, it's Standing B, 3/4, 1:27, and it's Creole still on top by a length. On the inside, Standing B is waiting for racing room. Here comes Bonaparte swinging 3 wide. Saving ground, it's Tammy Eltop. Turning for home, less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Creole with the lead. Bonaparte is coming at him and coming on. Here comes Standing B at 15 to 1 on the outside. 4 across. Bonaparte is surging. Standing B, late charge by Ann McFanny. Bonaparte hangs on at 1:57 and 1. Trackside is the winner of the 7th, number 4, Bonaparte, 4-year-old daughter of Falcon Sealster, thankfully. Owned by Miller, Noble, Darrow, and Donovan of Ohio, Ralph Leogrande, the trainer Dave Miller in the sulky. 3rd season's victory, 2nd consecutive. She's undefeated here at Scioto Downs. The mile at 1:57, 1/5. Complete order of finish. Number 1, Standing B, 3. Number 2, Hillary, 10. Number 3, Ann McFanny. Horses are parading postward now. Race number 8, Fillies and Mares. Condition Pacers racing 1 mile. Purse of $2,500. No changes in this field of 10. Number 1, Flying Like a Star. By Rebecca Kovac of Apple Creek and Leonard Buckner of Mount Eaton. Jeff outdrives. Number 2, Abrazo, owned by the ACA Stable of Wilmington, handled by Chip Noble. Number 3, Bravo, Bravo, owned by Alan George and Dale Campbell of Ohio, Alan, Georgia. Number 4, Tucson Gwinney, owned by Edwin Lean of Kettering with Sam Coven. Number 5, Sam Sweetest, owned by Jim Vast of London, handled by Kelly Shepard. 6 is Kelly Tuckan, owned by Thomas Osborne of Waynesville for Mark Winters. Number 7, Bloom at Midnight, owned by Amy Horn, Dale McLean, and Ron Potter for Dave Miller. Number 8, Sky Streaker, owned by Johnny and Shirley Stan of Circleville with Eric Lentford. 9 is Side Court, owned by Dan Wiseman of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Mel Turk out of the bike. And number 10, JJ Wonder Girl, of Marcia Massey of Washington Courthouse, Jerry Roberts in the sulky. One place show, perfected trifecta wagering, 9 minutes to post. 8th race, pacing Fillies and Mares lining up behind the gate. The field swings to the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Sam Sweetest follows the gate away off the rail, Flying Like a Star. And from between horses, it's Tucson Gwinney. Dropping quickly, 4th comes Abrazo to the outside of 5. It's Bravo, Bravo. Moving through 6th, JJ Wonder Girl. Early 7th along the rail, it's Kelly Tuckan to the inside. Racing 8th, Bloom at Midnight, 2 lengths. 9th along the inside, Sky Streaker Side Court. Wraps up the field 10s as they reach the first quarter-mile marker. Opening panel, quick 28 and 4. And on the front end now to take the lead, it's Sam Sweetest by a length. Flying Like a Star, the inside is 2nd. Tucson Gwinney follows 3rd. Abrazo is 4th. Here comes Bravo, Bravo. First to move on the outside. Flushed outside, racing 5th. Taking the cover, 6th comes Sky Streaker. Shuffle back, locked into 7th, JJ Wonder Girl. Outside 8th comes Side Court. Into the clubhouse, turn to go, and Sam Sweetest calling the shots here, leads by a length and a half. Flying Like a Star, Garden Spot Trip is 2nd. Half in 1 minute and 4 5th. Bravo, Bravo, continuing the forward motion of the outside, is now pressuring heavily with that live cover. On the outside 4th is Sky Streaker. Inside of 5, Tucson Gwinney, gapping the cover, 6th Side Court. Alongside it's Abrazo. Down the backside they go, on the front it's still Sam Sweetest with a lead, but only by a neck. Bravo, Bravo is right there at 13 to 1, pressuring a 2nd. 3/4, 129 and 4, and it's still Sam Sweetest by a length and a half. Now 2, Flying Like a Star, shaking loose on the inside with Racing Room. Will come to the outside as they turn for home. Less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Sam Sweetest with the lead. Flying Like a Star to the outside with a quick rush. Mid-stretch, Sam Sweetest Flying Like a Star. Too quick on her feet. She'll take the lead. Flying Like a Star gets up to win it by 2 in 1:58 and 2 5. Trackside, the unofficial winner of the 8th off the rail tonight, Flying Like a Star. 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Tucson, Hanover from Standing Star. Owned by Rebecca Kovac of Apple Creek and Leonard Buckner of Mount Eaton, Ohio. Tom Brinkerhoff, the trainer, Jeff out in the sulky. Flying Like a Star is off to a good start in her young racing career. This only her 2nd lifetime start. She's 2 of 2 with a new lifetime mark, 1:58 2 5. Eighth race is now official. The 1-5 Perfecta, $11.20. Introducing the horses, race number 9, Condition Pacing, fillies and mares racing 1 mile, a purse of $4,000. A field of 7. Number 1 is Body by Sam, owned by Liz Price of Findlay, Dave Miller up. Number 2, Gray at Heart, owned by Tom Hooser of Oshawa, Ontario, Jim Daly drives. 3 is Star Sealster, owned by Ken and Marianne Gillespie of Sedalia, Ohio, Dean Gillespie driving. Number 4, Jobeth Wick, owned by Robert and Jerry Timmons of Asheville, Mike Wilder with the lines. Number 5, Lady B Dart, owned by Noah Stover of Sunbury for Eric Lenford. 6 is Kansas Queen, owned by Ken Bailey of Canal Winchester. Make the driver Chip Noble. Noble drives at the 6. The 7 is Fittingly, owned by Lewis Patrick and Paul Phillips of Ohio, Dave Pallone in the sulky. Win-play show, perfected trifecta wagering. 9 minutes to post. Fillies and mares are running behind the gate. Gate swings into the backstretch, and there they go. They're off and pacing. Gray at Heart fires quickly for the lead. Jobeth Wick alongside is second. Body by Sam off the rail is third. Early speed duel as they move into the first turn. Coming from the outside, Lady B Dart is fourth. Inside, pacing at 5, Star Sealster. To the inside, a 6th, Kansas Queen. Then comes Fittingly. Midway to the first turn, Jobeth Wick takes the early lead. Body by Sam of the inside is second. Gray at Heart is third. And with the quarter move of the outside, here comes Lady B Dart at the first stop in 28-1. Lady B Dart moving early on the outside will pressure the leader. Lady B Dart makes her bid for the lead. She now moves to the front. Jobeth Wick on the inside second. Body by Sam remains third on the rail. Inside to fourth, it's Gray at Heart. 2 lengths 5 to Star Sealster. Moving to the outside sixth. Here comes Fittingly off the back end of flush cover. Now the trailer is Kansas Queen. Into the clubhouse turn they go on the front. It's Lady B Dart by 2 lengths. Jobeth Wick on the inside, struggling a second. Half and 57-4. Gray at Heart flushed first up. On the outside is now racing a third. Body by Sam, heavy favorite on the inside, locked in fourth. Fittingly is second over fifth. On the rail, 6th, Star Sealster. Then on the outside comes Kansas Queen. Down the backside they go. Lady B Dart by 2. Jobeth Wick is off stride and locked in as they approach the 3/4, and Body by Sam squeezing out at the 3/4 mile marker in 1:26-4. Lady B Dart gets a head start here, leads by 4. Great Heart of the inside. Body by Sam coming alive quickly. And on the outside, Body by Sam is coming to him with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Lady B Dart with a jump here. Outside is Body by Sam. Great Heart of the inside and Star Sealster. Deep stretch. Lady B Dart, too big of a jump tonight. Body by Sam comes late. It's Lady B Dart in front. 1:56. Dart, 5-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Billy Dart from Courageous Tip. Over Noah Stover of Sunbury, Ohio. Jeff Stover, the trainer Eric Lenford in the sulky. 4th season's victory. She earns a new lifetime mark tonight with that win, 156 flat. The complete order of finish: number 1, Body by Sam 2, number 2, Gray at Heart 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are parading postward for this evening's 10th race, feature race of the night. The Scarlett O'Hara Final 1995, 3-year-old filly Pacers racing 1 mile. A purse of $56,000. A field of 9 going postward. Number 1 is Village Latana, the daughter of Jake Lobel, by Charles Armstrong at the Compass Stable of Ontario, Canada. With a 2-year-old record of 157-2, earnings of $102,000 by virtue of the third finished fastest time last week. Drawing the rail this evening, it's the 1, Village Latana, and John Compass. Number 2, Euphemia Bluegrass. He was a Kentucky-bred daughter of Fortune Ritchie, owned by Lou Loversteed of Henderson, Kentucky. 3-year record of 154-3. That last week in her elimination. Earnings of $40,000. From post 2 tonight, Greg Haston drives Euphemia Bluegrass. Number 3 is Electrical Express, a daughter of the world champion sire Storm Damage over the McIntosh stables. Yesbury, Grundy, and Waples. With a mark of 155 at Mohawk, $52,000 in earnings. From post 3, it's Electrical Express with the Meadowlands driver, Ronnie Waples. 4 is Keystone Mia, daughter of Warren Breeze, owned by Judith Davis of Blairsville, Pennsylvania. 3-year record of 155-4 rather. Here, eliminations of the Scarlet, earnings of $80,000. From post 4, Dick Stillings drives Keystone Mia. 5 is Teen Talk. Here's a daughter of Jake Lobel, owned by Mike Spooner and the CMT Farms of Ontario. 2-year record of 194,000. The 5, Teen Talk and Roger Mayotte. 6 is Janet's Jewel, Pennsylvania daughter of Big Towner, home of the RJS stable of New York, New York. Earnings of $52,000, a mark of 154 at the Meadowlands. Dave Pallone aboard Janet's Jewel. Number 7 is Athena Blue Chip. Here's a daughter of Goalie Jeff, home of the Penske stables, Brian Penske, Don Morandi of Minnesota and Illinois. 3-year mark of 153-1. In her elimination last week, winning by 3.5 lengths. Earnings of over $90,000. From post 7 tonight, Brian Penske drives Athena Blue Chip. Number 8 is Light on Her Feet. Here is a daughter of Falcon Seal Steer, owned by Stuart Coleman and Goldsmith of Kentucky and Florida. With a mark of 57-1 at Lexington, earnings of $20,000. From post 8, Light on Her Feet with driver Dave Miller. Completing the field for the 1995 Scarlet O'Hara final from post 9. She's a great lady. Canadian-bred daughter of Dexter Nukes, owned by L&L DeVisser Partnership of Holland, Michigan. A mark of 153 here in her elimination, winning by 9 lengths. In a national season's record time, $66,000 in earnings. She comes from the far outside tonight. Jack Parker Jr. aboard. She's a great lady. That's the field for the 95 Scarlet O'Hara final. Win, play, show, perfected, trifecta wagering. 3-year-old fillies in the 1995 Scarlet O'Hara final are moving in behind the gate. They swing to the back stretch for the start, and there they go. And they're off. From the inside, Euphemia Bluegrass sprinting for the lead. Electrical Express alongside. But from the outside, Janet's Jewel as fastest of all as they spin into the first turn. From the outside, pacing fourth, comes Teen Talk. Off the rail 5, Village Latana. To the inside, 6th, Keystone Mia. 2 lengths, 7 along the rail. It's Athena Blue Chip. To the inside, 8th, Light on Her Feet. She's a great lady, the early trailer, but on the move. At the first quarter-mile marker, 27 flat. And on the outside, Electrical Express takes the lead. Euphemia Bluegrass to the inside is second. Along the rail 3 to Janet's Jewel. To the outside at 4th. Here comes Keystone Mia, flushed by Village Latana 5. Into the cover flow, 6th comes Keystone Mia now as they race into the clubhouse turn on the front. It's Electrical Express by a length and a half. Euphemia Bluegrass. Garden Spot Trip is second. Teen Talk to the outside. At the half and 56 and 2 fifths. Off the turn, they straighten out down the backside. Waples has Electrical Express on the front. Euphemia Bluegrass getting the trip on the inside. Here comes Teen Talk on the outside at 3rd, followed by Village Latana 4th. Janet's Jewel is locked into 5 at the outside and pacing a 6th. It's Keystone Mia, back 7th, Light on Her Feet. To the outside, here comes the big guns up in the Blue Chip, and she's a great lady. At the 3/4-mile marker, 124 and 2. On the front, Electrical Express looking to steal this one, but to the outside, it's Teen Talk. These two away by 3 lengths as they turn for home. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Waples working on Electrical Express. Outside a second, it's Teen Talk. Here comes Athena Blue Chip far outside. She's a great lady. Fillies coming from everywhere. Outside, she's a great lady. She'll get up to take it in 154. The winner's circle, the unofficial winner, the 1995 Scioto Downs final with an outstanding finish. Number 9, She's a Great Lady. Canadian-bred daughter of Dexter Nukes from Miss Donna Mayo by silent majority. Owned by L&L DeVisser, partnership of Holland, Michigan, Joe Holloway trains. Jack Parker Jr. coming in this evening to drive. She's a Great Lady, her 5th season's victory in 10 starts. She is the fastest three-year-old filly in the nation as of this time with that national season's record win last week. She paces tonight's mile at 154 flat. An outstanding mile tonight. She's a Great Lady from last to first. 9-7 Perfecta paid $16.40. The trifecta 9-7-3, $67.80. Again, the winning trainer, Joe Holloway, receives a trip now to Las Vegas courtesy of U.S. Air and Augie Blevins Tour and Travel. Here's the field for this evening's 11th race. Fillies and Mares Open, racing 1 mile. Purse of $6,500. Number 1 is Direct Pay. Over Robert Henry of Stoutsville, Darren Mauser drives. Number 2, Legacy Lynn N. Over the R&D Stables of Bell Fountain for Jim Shelton. 3 is Dosito Bluegrass, owned by Little Overstreet of Henderson, Kentucky, Greg Hastena. 4 is Oakley Bill Mack, leased by Johnson Hill Jr. of Centerville for Randy Tharps. Number 5, Eavesdrop, owned by Eric Kreitzer of West Alexandria for Eric Lenford. Number 6, Madeira, owned by Vic and Arlene Baker of Columbus. Dave Miller the bike. Number 7, Mudge's Alisa Gale, owned by George Martin of Germantown. Brent Holland in the sulky one-place show, perfected trifecta wagering. 9 minutes to post, 9 minutes. 11th race, pacing Fillies and Mares, lining up behind the gate. They swing to the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. From the outside, Madeira putting the nose in front to take the lead. Legacy Linen from the inside is second. Direct Pay off the rail nicely third. Mudges, Alisa Gale from the outside, settles in fourth now to the inside 5. Dosita Bluegrass. 3 lengths, sixth. It's Oakley Bill Mack, the early trailer 7th Eavesdrop. Nearing the first quarter, Madeira sets the early pace, leads by 2. Legacy Lane on the inside is second. Direct Pay 2 lengths off third at the first quarter, 27-2. On the rail, racing at fourth, Mudges, Alisa Gale. Inside 5 to Dosita Bluegrass. 4 lengths now. 6th Oakley Bill Mack, then comes Eavesdrop. No one makes a move as they race through the stretch. Heavily favored Madeira. On the front, she leads by length. Legacy Lynn on the inside is second. Here comes the 3-year-old Direct Pay moving first up Racing third, and with that cover, Mudge's Elisa Gale as they approach the half. Oakley Bilmack saving ground 5. They're at the half, 57-3. Dosey to Bluegrass came to the outside. She's racing 6th. Eavesdrop slips up the rail 7th, off the turn and down the backside with Madeira in control tonight. She leads by 3 parts of a length. Direct Pay is right there pressuring second now. Legacy Linen is locked in third, to the outside of 4th. Mudge's Elisa Gale gets the perfect trip. Inside of 5 to Oakley Bilmack, then comes Dosey to Bluegrass. At the 3/4 mile marker in 1:26 flat, and Madeira leading by a neck. Direct Pay on the outside is second. Mudge's Elisa Gale is set to strike 3 wide of the outside. Legacy Linen up the rail is 4th. Turning for home now with less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. It's Madeira with the lead. Direct Pay is still there. Mudge's Elisa Gale to the outside will take command. And Mudge's Elisa Gale is surging home in deep stretch. Mudge's Elisa Gale up to win it in 1:54-4. Trackside, the official winner now this evening's Fillies and Mares Open pace. Number 7, Mudge's Elisa Gale, a 5-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Good to See You from Mudge's Shannon. Owned by George Martin of Germantown, Ohio. Virgil Morgan Jr., the trainer Brent Holland in the sulky. Her 4th season's victory coming in from the Meadows. Her 2nd consecutive here at Scioto Downs. Pacing tonight's model 1:54 and 4/5. Complete order finish, the 1 Direct Pay 3, number 2 Legacy Linan 4, number 3 Dosey to Bluegrass 5, number 4 12th race condition pacing Fillies and Mares are pretty to the post. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $2,000, a shortened field of 8 with the 7 and 8 horses out. Number 1 is Chiagram Illusion, owned by John Tatum of Columbus. Calais Shepherd drives. Number 2, Deductible, owned by Dave and Pamela Hanauer of Lebanon. Chris Justice. 3 is Fair Fame Francis, owned by Leslie and Michael Stewart of Marysville. Randy Tharps aboard. Number 4, Fresh Sabra, owned by Brooks Bush of Lima for Del Miller. 5, Brookfield WK, owned by Deborah Rhodes of Miamisburg, handled by Don Feaster. Number 6, Sea Vixen, owned by Emmett Bond Jr. James Henry, Brad Hanners aboard. 7 and 8 are out. Number 9 is East Bay, owned by Michael Epler of Mount Vernon, Dave Miller of the bike. And number 10, JJ Nobility, over Marcia Massey of Washington Courthouse, Jerry Roberts in the sulky. Win play show Perfecta Superfecta wagering. Gate swings to the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. First off the rails, Chiagram Illusion. From between horses comes Fresh Sabra. Far outside, East Bay getting into the action early. To the inside, racing 4th, Deductible alongside 5, Brookfield WK. Outside, racing 6th comes Fair Fame Francis. Down low, 7th. It's JJ Nobility. On the rail 8th, Sea Vixen. Right of the upper turn, and East Bay will take the lead now as they reach the first quarter mile marker. Inside a second, it's Chiagram Illusion. Opening quarter 29 and 1/5. Parked to the outside comes Brookfield WK as she makes her bid for the lead. Back 4th on the inside. It's Fresh Sabra, 2 lengths 5 Deductible, 3 lengths 6 Fair Fame Francis. Racing 7th to JJ Nobility. Then comes Sea Vixen trailing. Into the clubhouse turn, East Bay holds off the attack on the outside by Brookfield WK. And she'll take a breather now as they reach the halfway point. Chiagram Illusion slipping up the rail, half and 58 and 3. Around to the turn and down the backside, and East Bay will need a breather here. Inside, Chiagram Illusion waits patiently. Outside, Brookfield WK is resting a 3rd. On the inside, 4th, it's Fresh Sabra. And now with cover to the outside, 5. Here comes Fair Fame Francis. She'll tip 3 wide and followed closely by Deductible. They begin to tighten up a bit now. It's still East Bay in the front by a length. And Chiagram Illusion is now locked in the second. 3 deep comes Fair Fame Francis at the 3/4 in 1:29 and 2. Midway to the final turn, East Bay hangs to the lead, but here comes Chiagram Illusion as she shakes loose, tips to the outside. Fair Fame Francis 3 deep as they turn for home now, less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Chiagram Illusion out and rolling. Here comes Fair Fame Francis, but down to the inside, Fresh Sabra in mid-stretch. Chiagram Illusion puts them away at the wire. Here is the winner off the rails, Chiagram Illusion, 6-year-old daughter of Classy Magic from Shyway Ray. Then trained by John Tatum of Columbus, nicely handled by Kelly Shepard. First season's victory, the mile in 2 minutes. Pleasant trip home. Good night.